And my goodness, we were so surprised.
Hello YouTube, this is Chriz Maniac bringing you folks another Pokemon XY Wi-Fi battle. And this battle is against Taylor Swift. No, I'm just kidding, it's just Taylor. And this is actually a mixed tier match, and that is really cool and interesting. Like, I've never had one of these before. A mixed tier match is a match in which you have Pokemon all the way down from NU, even PU, all the way up to OU. And as you can see here, we have pretty random Pokemon on our teams. Well, looking at my team, it's not really random. This team is dedicated to paralyzing you, making it slower, making it easier to paraflinch you with my Aggron, which is Iron Head, and with my Togekiss, which has Air Slash. And yeah, this is going to be a great match. It's going to be pretty fun, so stay in tune, folks. Anyways, I lead off with me, my Miltank, and she leads off with her Milotic. And looking at this battle, like rewatching it, I didn't know what she was doing when I was playing this battle, but now I know what she's doing. She is trying to soften up my Pokemon with her Milotic, just wall my Pokemon, wall all my Pokemon, and she would want to bring in her Zangoose and Dragonite to sweep. And those are her two sweepers in her team, and those Pokemon could be devastatingly powerful. Let me tell you, especially Zangoose. I thought Dragonite would be the biggest threat in my team in this battle, but it doesn't turn out to be a big threat. Zangoose is an absolute monster, especially when it's intoxicated with Toxic Boost. Anyways, her Milotic's getting really lucky with a Scald Burns. It burned me twice in a row after he healed belled, and now my Miltank, it can't do any more like body slamming, paralyzing type of shenanigans, and I can't even Milk Drink up because with another Scald, she would bring me down to a point in which I didn't really heal that much HP. So she Scalds me again, and she brings me down to 39 HP. I got my leftovers back, but that is neutralized by the burn, and I'm back where I started. It's like I haven't even drank my own milk in the past, so this is pretty useless for me, so I used to start right here. I bring in Trafalgar, expecting her to Scald again, my Kingdra, and I'm like, okay, she's gonna get another burn right here because she's getting really lucky with a burn. And she does get a burn on my Kingdra, and I'm like, come on! Even though it doesn't really matter much because my Kingdra is a physical attack, a special attacker. Like, it's kind of annoying with all that luck shit that she's getting, but I am hoping to get more luck in the future in this match because she's got a lot of luck in the beginning of this match with her Scald Burns. Anyways, I nuked that Muck type thing, and it doesn't really do much to it. It does only like 30% to it. With the Draco Meteor, I thought the Draco Meteor would do much more than that because it's a freaking Draco Meteor. It's 130 base power. I bring Asimov right here. I was expecting her Power Up Punch, and she does go for it. And we know each other's movesets at this point because we had the battle before this, and she has absolutely wrecked me with her Zangoose. Like, it totally devastated me, swept my team. She 6-0'd me, I believe. It was embarrassing, so I really need to win in this battle to get my sort of trainer honor back, if you will. Anyways, I burned her Muck, that's great. Now her Muck's crippled, and I could just stay in here even though she hits me with a super effective Shadow Sneak. And I could just set like Light Screen, or Reflect rather, just hex this Muck down. And yeah, I didn't get to set Reflect though because her Muck got the stench off on me. It's an ability of Muck's, and it gives you like a 10% chance to flinch, and she got the lucky flinch right there. Kinda sucks. Anyways, I bring my Aggron. I've had enough of this flinching and stuff, and I don't want my Rotom to take any more damage because that'll be important in the future for walling her Zangoose. As I thought, anyways. I Mega Evolve into my Mega Aggron, bring out this awesome beast, which named Roman, and he Shadow Sneaks me, or she Shadow Sneaks me rather, because she's a girl, and I Dragon Tail this Muck out of the game because it gets knocked out. So down goes Muck, and in comes her next Pokemon, which is Milotic, and Milotic is just here again to wall me like crazy. Like for the next like 10 turns, or rather minute or two of this match, is this Milotic just standing here, just walling my whole team and just breaking my team down. Anyway, she predicts my Kingdra to switch in, which is a very nice prediction on her part because with a Scald I quad resist that and that would do as much damage to me, but with that Ice Beam she would do way more damage to me with that attack. Anyways, I Draco Meteor that Milotic, and it does very little damage to this Milotic. And Kingdra has been disappointing me in that damage output, even though it's the 130 base power. But then again, this Milotic might be like a really bulky special wall, and also the Muck too. So yeah, I need to give my Kingdra a break. Anyways, I Thunder Wave that Milotic, just hoping for a Para Hex, and I could just Hex it down. Because Hex gets increased base power if your opponent is status. But she actually just heals up right here with her Rest, so I'm like, okay, this is a Rest Sleep Talking set. And this Milotic is bored of me. It's bored of my Pokemon too. It's so bored that it just rests in the middle of the battlefield, and it doesn't even give a damn about my Hex, because it only does like 20% to this Milotic. So this Milotic is just walling me, just trolling me, like, and I can't really do much to it. And it gets a Rest Talk off, and it gets a Scald, and that kind of sucks because it's doing its job very well of breaking down my team and softening it up so that her Zangoose and Taylor's Dragonite can just come in, Dragon Dance or Swords Dance up, and just wreck my team from there. So I guess that's what her team is based on. It's based on weakening my Pokemon with Milotic and her other Pokemon, sweeping with her sweepers. While my team is based on parafletching you to death and hacking you out. And this is what I try to do right now. I could only take this Milotic out by hacking it out. I've damaged it to the point in which she is forced to do it for the rest at this point. And I could just get a nasty plot up while it's resting. And I could just possibly paraflinch, well, not paralyzed because it's asleep, but I could just flinch this thing to death basically. I'm hoping anyways. So I get a nasty plot up, I get my special attack up to sky high levels, and she goes for Sleep Talk, and she gets the Rest right here, which is really nice. I'm getting the hacks back in my favor at this point. And with Togekiss, which is my good luck charm, because obviously Togekisses are very lucky with Serene Grace, I get a flinch first turn, and I get a crit second turn, so go away Milotic, I don't like you. Stop walling my team. So finally, this Milotic goes down, and that thing is not gonna wall my team anymore. Anyways, I'm Sylveon, and I'm like, this thing's a really good special wall, and it probably might go for the Calm Mind or something because it can set up on me. So I bring in my Aggron just so I can resist any type of fairy move, and she indeed does go for the Calm Mind. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. I can take one hit from you and just retaliate back with a really hard-hitting Iron Head. But before that, I go for the Thunder Wave. But she goes for a +1 Hyper Voice, and it does so much damage to Roman. I'm like, whoa, this Sylveon, you're too loud. Like, you did so much damage to my Aggron, even though that's a resisted move. Even though Aggron doesn't have the best special defense, it did so much damage. Anyways, I Iron Head that Sylveon down, and that's a kind of overkill. That's such a cute little fuzzy thing, and then I just smash it with my head. And down goes the Sylveon. Anyways, in comes her Absol, and I'm like, okay, this is probably her Mega, and she's probably gonna go for the Fire Blast or Flamethrower or something, because these guys tend to carry it for Steel types. So I bring in my Meltank just to sack it off. I could have done more work at this point, but I got hacked out by that Milotic early on in the match. And she does indeed go for the Fire Blast. And actually with my thick fat and with my max special defense and HP, I can take one. And that was kind of surprising. And I started with 3 HP, but it doesn't really matter. I got taken out by the burn. So down goes Whitney doing her job of setting up the rocks. She did her job well early on in the match. Anyways, in comes Bird, this politician that is the mayor of my city, Toronto. He's a really controversial kind of guy, and he kind of looks like a Slurpuff. Anyways, in comes to Zangoose, and I'm like, damn it, this is the thing that swept me last game, because Zangoose, it had Toxic Boost, and it just returned and Shadow Clawed my whole team down. And right here, she didn't go for the return because she was suspecting my Rotom switch in, because that's what I did last game. But I didn't do that. I'm gonna go for the Wish right here, and I'm gonna pass it on to my Aggron. And I could theoretically take any move from the Zangoose if she doesn't go for the close combat. And I know she won't go for the close combat on my Slurpuff because I resist that. So I bring my Aggron, and I'm like, please don't go for the close combat. She goes for the Facade. I'm like, yes, I can take this. And I don't take it. I'm like, what? The Zangoose is too strong. It's intoxicated. It's high. Look at his eyes. It's like freaking red. And it's on a drunken rampage right now, destroying my entire team. And here comes Angela. I'm thinking I'm gonna outspeed this because I'm timid max speed, and I don't outspeed it, and it just takes out Angela, my Togekiss, which is my only OU Pokemon. And it gets taken out, and I'm like, what? Damn, the Zangoose is too strong. It's destroying my entire team, and it looks like I have less of a chance to win at this point because I only have 2 Pokemon left, which is my Rotom and my Slurpuff. So I bring in my Rotom, I resist his Facade, and with Toxic, it's gonna take it out. So I can't even take it out with my own moves. I have to let her own Toxic destroy her Zangoose. So that goes to Zangoose, and this Zangoose is just so strong. Damn it! It took out an Aggron, like with a physical resistant move. That's insane. Anyways, in comes Luna, her what's his face, Absol, and I'm like, okay, I can sack off Asimov, and I can potentially win still because I have a Slurpuff, which is a Fairy type, against a Dark and Dragon type, and as you folks know, Fairy type is effective against both of those types, and I can Sweet Kiss this Absol down. That crit from the Psycho Cut actually kind of mattered because, as you can see, if I had a little bit more health up later on, I would have a better chance of surviving and winning the game. Anyways, I take out her Absol with one hit from my Slurpuff, winning with friendship and love, and I Sweet Kiss that Absol down. And in comes Dragonite, it gets its multi-skill broken with the rocks, and she only has extreme speed to hit me, so I'm like, yes, I can win this! Because I'm a super effective against this Dragonite, I can take all my HP back with a Sweet Kiss, or a Draining Kiss, and I could win. But she has the weakness policy, so that is the nail in my coffin. If I didn't get a crit earlier from that Psycho Cut, I could have survived the +2 extreme speed, seeing the damage from earlier, because I would have been at full health at this point. And I got taken out by the Dragonite's extreme speed, so that was a very close, fun game against Taylor, and that was a 1-0 victory in Taylor's favor. So I hope you folks enjoyed this battle. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you did. And Taylor, if you want to battle me again, just message me on Facebook or something, because that was so much fun. And yeah, I'll see you folks next time.